Hey Charlie, this is Joe. Good evening. It is January the 8th, and wanted you to see what we see, how we look at things. I'm in Vin Solutions. Up here is Firefox, and you can see that that's your best um, internet connection. So here's your main dashboard. Typically what I do is I go to reports, and on the right side here is your main reports, but then you can get down into some pretty heavy reports. Most of the time where I live is internet performance, right here, internet performance summary, dealership. That's where we look at the stores and what it's doing. But there's a bazillion reports, as you probably know, in this. But if you go to Lead Source ROI Classic, I'm really not worried about the dollar amounts because I don't even know if all your cost of all your sources has been posted inside of VINs or even updated. So, it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to use this report. It looks like it's thinking to get two counts that I'm looking for. What I want is the good lead count and for your store, and what I want is your DMS sales count. All right. So an internet lead is an ADF XML file. It's not a lie. If it electronically came to you, I can count it. Right. And if Joe Aguilar sent you a lead to your system, it'll be in this count that I'm going to look in here. And if Joe Aguilar bought a car from you, your DMS is going to show it's sold. So just go back to, I went too far, January 1 of 2014. And I'm going to go back to, let's say, September 30th, because we really didn't start till like October, I believe. We came in and did your evaluation in August, me, Brian, and Conrad, and then we kicked it off the very next month. So then we had the in and out with Adon. No, and November was your best ranking month so far. But here I got January 1, 2014, 9/30, 2014. You can see that I've got Sunland Park selected. And I just want all on groups and all on users. But here in lead type, here's where I'm going to drill down to just internet. This does not include calls. This is emails only. And I just want to make sure I got my good leads, bad leads sold right here. That's all I want. This may or may not be real depending on who's even taking care of that. Okay. So this sold right here is based on DMS reported pushed from your DMS. And these good leads, bad leads, this is your total leads. Good leads is subtracting the bad leads. Bad leads is something that I can't work. No phone number, bad phone number, email. Email is no good, right? That's like a 555-1212. Or, ABC123 at ABC123. Some of those aren't not real, right? So you can also click here to add or hide columns. You can put your numbers in there. I typically clean it up for that. And we can just leave that total profit out because I'm not sure that's going to be accurate. Your DMS is going to be accurate, but what's in here may or may not be. But let's see, we push view online. You can print it out if you like, and I'll print this for you if you want. Here's what I want you to see, okay? My total leads for the first 9 months of the year, okay, is this amount. This is the good leads, these are the bad leads, and this is my sold. This is all I want to do based on what your DMS is telling me. All right, let me go and grab my calculator. I forgot to pull it up. I apologize. So let's grab this calculator right here. If I take 262 units, 262, and divide it by the first 9 months of the year, that gives me, in my 9 months of the year, I'm getting from this report in your system. That gives me a 29 unit average. All right. How you justify what you're spending with us and what's been done. So let's go to when we kind of really got it started. Let's go to October 2014, the first day. And we really didn't start the first day, but we'll just start in there. And let's go to December 31st, close out. You might have an extra day in there. Still internet, still you as a user, the store, and then I want all groups and users. I want internet leads only. Same setup here. Let's go and take a look. So remember, the calculator is telling us we had 29. right? 29 average. So let's look here. I'm going to roll down. This is all my sources. I had 2,044 leads, 1,300 good, 653 bad. You know, we do that 460s for a reason, okay? But here's what I'm after. I'm after the sold count, right? So if I take my sold count, I got 216. Sorry for that chime in. Divide it by 3 months. I'm averaging 72 units. You were doing 29. I'm a little bit more than double your 9-month average in 3 months since we've had the process initiated. Does that mean internet is doing perfect? Nah, we still got gaps with people doing serious follow-up and stuff. But because of that mystery shopper, your group is doing a better job in the last 3 months than it has in all year compared to your competitors in town. There's some stores that didn't even call the damn lead or didn't even respond in 7 days with an email. Okay, so we're doing better. Is there room for growth? Absolutely. If you did this for 6 months of the year, this last year, you probably would have sold more cars. In fact, I know you would have, just based on the math. Now you take this 29 for the first 9-month average without us to the last 3 months of the year with us to 72 difference. That's 31, that's 60. Man, that's quite a bit more. That's 40-something units. Remember, the proposal was, if you decide to work with Joe, is what Brian said, there's about 37, 39, almost 40 units in there to pick up. We're picking it up based on your gross by just paying attention better. Now, can we execute better? Yeah. The problem is, if I take the difference and multiply it by my gross, you're more than justified the amount of money you spent with us. Okay? This is just the elite handling contract, which is what I'm specifically assigned to. On the digital side, we'll talk and broach that subject tomorrow with the meeting, so I can get you and me and Dari's growing in that area some insight. A lot of stores have what we call marketing managers, but not asking you to spend money, just sharing you with what's going down. If we continue in the pace that we're doing, your internet department, if I were to take really the true good leads for last month, this good lead column, if I were to take your true good leads, not the bad leads in there, which they can't really effectively work, your closing ratio was 13% in December, but really it's more like 19. Okay? So, and I don't want to jerry-rig the numbers, because usually if I'm going to count all my ups, whether they can buy a bread box or not, okay, or they could buy the car, I'm going to count all my ups, right? But you're still pulling 11%. Dari's report's showing you like at 13 with a purified report. So I'm really thinking that we have increased the amount of sales in the internet department by just working the leads. This has nothing to do with floor traffic. This has nothing to do with phone calls. Dari's report was a miss because you're not mandating that the desk use every pencil go through the showroom visit module in VINs. So therefore, the report he was pulling that data from was wrong. Really, you had about 41 leads, internet leads, that got passed to other people or moved to the other people, and you really only had 11 that were sold, and almost all of them, with the exception of just a few, were already being handled by your internet department and just got turned over because of coverage. So one or two things needs to happen. I need more salespeople hired so I can get the internet team back on internet because they're executing. Can we do better? Absolutely. But if you need them for coverage, then I need another team or another setup, maybe BDC, and just feed all of them the appointments. Either way, the money you spent for me to come and the expenses you're doing with me is more than justified. 72-month average for 3 months versus 29-month average for 9 months. You just multiply your gross, you're there. Okay, that's how I would see it. The biggest quandary of this really is, and I even got a modified version of a faster speed version for salespeople to execute the calls and emails, to where you even get a little bit better on the game, and they'll like it a whole lot better. I just wanted to get them pushed to doing the process. Hit or miss, they're doing it most part, not exactly 100%, but Dari's pretty sharp, and I'm teaching him a whole lot. Now he's learning the digital thing, and that's something we might need to talk about tomorrow. Anyway, there's your proof. I'll print everything out for you. I can write up the numbers to give you an idea. I can show you San Antonio, and they were averaging 104 a month for the first 9 months, and we averaged 132 a month for the last 3 months of the year using our process. I don't know, just to me, it's in the numbers. It's there. This is hard to knock because this is a DMS pushed sold, and this is a electronic data feed to your CRM. I just can't fudge that number. Okay, man, I love you. I appreciate you. I tell you what I will do. I will lift you up, man, that you will come through this test with favor, but that you'll give God all the glory. I'll see you tomorrow.